Feels like the first time. Throw away all my pride. Don't wanna say I love you first, but holding it in just might make me burst. Love in the open, daydreaming, hoping, melting in our make-believe new worlds. Whispering winds bring the remembrance that you're my girl. No shame, no games. I wanna fall in love, fall in love. I'll be your savage, I'll be your baddest. Or do you like sweet caramel honey dipped? I'm yours till the beat flips. Don't let it slip. Give up my power. Yes, afraid to lose each other. Counting the hours till I see you again. Could you be life, lover, and best friend? Waiting for text back, wondering where.
Salute everyone. This is Lawrence D. Adams, and tonight we're talking about the art of slowing down. Yes, this is LDA After Dark, and I think it's a good conversation to talk about the art of slowing down, and especially when it comes to intimacy. Let me say that again. I believe we are in such a high pace age when it comes to interacting with one another that we do not know how to slow down. We don't know how to slow down. So tonight we're going to talk about the art of slowing down. That's right, slowing down. What do I mean by slowing down? That means taking your time and actually enjoying who you with. Many times we are in a fast pace, hurry up, do what you do, get out of here, go, that we don't take the time to slow down and actually enjoy the person. It's like getting some food that's really good, and you don't take the moment to actually chew the food, enjoy the food, and actually savor the flavors and the spices and actually digest. And I think what happens in relationships and also in the bedroom, since we're here, and not even outside of that bedroom, we don't take the time to slow down. And what do I mean slow down? We don't take the time to actually be detailed and what we are doing with the other individual and what they are doing with us. Now, this may be a grown folks conversation. I know some people don't want to have it. Like, why would you have this on your public channel? And what is everyone going to say? But I think this is imperative that we talk about this. Do you know how to slow down? See, we've been so in the McDonald's age and fast food age that it has translated into our personal lives and even in our intimate lives. Let me say that again. We have been so conditioned through this fast food age and through commercialism that what we have done is we want everything fast and we want it our way. What we have not did is taken the time to know and actually slow down and actually look at the person and they look at you. You actually hold them and they actually hold you. We're so in the rush to get to the point that we actually miss the point. This goes for men and this goes for women too. So what we have to do is we got to learn the art of slowing down, the art of taking your time. As the song by SOS used to say, take your time, do it right, baby. And what we have to do is begin to slow down. Sometimes we are so in a rush because we finally got to be with that person that we don't even take time to slow down, even in the kiss, even in holding hands, even in embracing them, that we don't take the time to build up that excitement and anticipation and the energy between you and them, that we don't slow down. More people will enjoy their partners, their marriages, and whoever they're with if they begin to slow down and begin to really know who they're dealing with. We miss so many nuances in the other person's body language and how they're responding to us because we're such in a rush to get to the point. When will we slow down and actually take the time and actually watch that person's body, watch that person's eyes, watch the person's interactions, when we begin to slow down and actually get into the moment? Many times when we're in the rush of trying to get to the point with our whoever we're with, it can be a kiss, it can be in the bedroom, it can be outside the bedroom, whatever the case may be. What we miss is we forget how to be in the moment. We forget how to be in the moment. What do I mean by being in the moment? That means you are not thinking about your car. You're not thinking about chicken. You're not thinking about the kids. You're not thinking about the bills. You are just present. You can only become present in the moment when you begin to slow down with who you are with. And you rob yourself of your ability to digest the moment when you are in a rush. I can say that I can say that very clearly, that many times I missed the moment because I was in the moment of trying to rush to get to the point. Instead of taking my time, I had to move away to get something. Taking my time and actually slowing down. Taking my time and actually really, I mean really, really, I mean really taking my time. I gave this story, I think, a couple weeks back about how I was at the time I was kissing this particular young lady, and it's easy to get in the moment and you start going, get passionate. And what I did, I said, let me slow down, and then I began to slowly kiss her. When I began to slowly kiss her, it built up the tension and the anticipation between us. And I understand the excitement that we can have, or you can have, or anyone else can have in the moment. But when are you going to slow down and actually enjoy who you're with? Are you going to miss out on the moments that you cannot get back again? It's amazing in talking to people who are in relationships and who are in things, how have to they're in the rush because they don't have the time or things are going on, but they don't take the time to slow down and actually be with that person. It's like going to a restaurant and you're trying to eat all the food you can in 30 minutes or in 10 minutes. I'm trying to help somebody out. You're trying to eat all the food you can in 30 minutes or 10 minutes, and so that you could be satisfied. But if you were to take your time, like I did, I just came from a wonderful Italian restaurant today, and just enjoy the food, the flavor, the tenderness, the seasoning, the ambiance around you. that would change how the meal is perceived by you. Are you going to slow down when it comes to your partner? Are you going to slow down when it comes to the bedroom? I'm trying to help someone out because I think a lot of people miss it when it comes to this. Are you going to slow down and kiss? Are you going to slow down and just hold hands? See, we miss these little context clues or these clues that can help build a healthy and strong relationship because we're in a rush. But if we were to slow down and actually take the timer out of the bedroom, out of the relationship, and begin to, I understand you got to make the money, you got to pay the bills and all that, like the kids need taken care of. But we actually, if we would actually take the timer, the mental timer that we have inside of us, and actually enjoy the other person, could it be that we will be satisfied on a different level? Let me say that again. If we were to take the timer out of the bedroom and actually slow down and actually enjoy the other person as we should, could it be that we will be satisfied with that person on a different level? I think many times why we are in a rush because we are so we've been used to getting fast food when it comes to the bedroom and not a full course meal. I know this y'all may not be ready for this. Y'all may not be ready. Y'all want that little. This is I think it's after 11 o'clock, so I made sure I did it after 11. This ain't fast food right here. And we've been so conditioned. You've been so conditioned to get fast food here, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, that you don't even know how to even slow down in the bedroom. I'm trying not to get graphic. I'm trying to keep it clean and classy. But if you would even slow down, even in the midst of lovemaking, what would happen? What's going on, Sharice? Appreciate that. You just slow down. So many times, and I understand the excitement of the men, we immediately, our engines are going. And while the woman's engine takes a minute, takes a little bit to ram up and to get to that next level. But I want you to realize if we were to slow down, we will be satisfied on a different level with the intimacy inside of the bedroom. And what is going to happen is you won't be looking for something outside of the bedroom because this has satisfied you completely. You won't be looking for Tom, Dick, and Harry. You won't be looking for Mary, Susie, and Brenda. Why? Because you learn how to slow down. You know, your parents used to say, slow down and chew your food up. We need to learn the art of slowing down when it comes to the bedroom. And I understand this whole and this is the thing. When you slow down, you begin to learn your partner and the nuances and the details about them that you wouldn't have got if you were in a fast place and you were trying to get it. And I understand there are certain things that go across the board for every man and every woman, but there's some little details about her that you wouldn't have known if you didn't slow down. There's some little details about him if you didn't know if you didn't slow down. That's why the art of slowing down actually deepens, if you pay attention, the intimacy between you and him, or her and him and her. Why? Because this, what it does, it forces you to focus on them. I think the artist Her has that song. Can you just focus on me? And I listened to that song. I'm like, this song is, I don't like this song. This sounds, the first thing we're going to say, that's narcissist. No, what she's saying, can you just focus on me? Don't focus on that. Don't focus on this, but you begin to focus on who you're dealing with. When you begin to, this is the other thing. when you get to slow down, sometimes it's not even the intimacy or the sex that everybody was talking about, but it's the point if you can get on the same levels or the same breathing patterns where you're breathing, you inhaling and exhaling at the same time. See, you can't do that when you trying to go fast. You Speedy Gonzalez. Underlay. You're trying to no. When you begin to breathe and exhale, inhale and exhale at the same time, and then you become synced up. Many times, why we miss the art of slowing down is because we're not synced up with our partner. Y'all not ready for this. You're not synced up with your partner. And so you're over here and they're over there. And because you have not slowed down to tap into your polarity and for them to tap into their polarity, you're not synced up. Many times it takes a little bit of time to sync up with your partner because they are in their world and you are in your world. And what happens is when you bring the worlds together and slow down, now the worlds become one. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Cool? Good to see you, brother. So I want you to realize that when you begin to slow down, she begin to slow her world down. You begin to slow your world down. Then you can sync your worlds up together, and then you can become one. What robs many women in the bedroom, and y'all need to hear this, brothers, is her ability to bring her mind into the bedroom. Let me say that again. What robs many times the woman in the bedroom, she has not brought the fullness of her mind. Her behind might be there, but her mind is not there. She's not fully engaged because she has not slowed down. Let me say that again for those in the back of LDA After Dark. Let me say that again. You have to bring her mind into the bedroom, into the kiss, into the holding of the hands. So you got to get her to slow down. And in the day and age that we're in, a lot of women are on 1,000 all the time because of the workload, because of the kids, because of the job, because of this and that going on. They don't know how to slow their minds down. Their bodies may be there, but their minds have not slowed down enough so that they can become fully engaged in whatever you're doing. Y'all, I'm saying too much. I'm giving too much away. So you got to get her to slow her mind down and get her to relax. Get her to focus, like the song by her, get her to focus on you. And one of the ways you can get her to focus on you, brothers, is through your words. It's what you say to her. You almost gotta bring her back center. She may be off center a little bit. Bring her back center and say, I need you right here. Pay attention. I got you. Don't you move. What you're doing is you allowing your words to guide her, to bring her back center so that she can slow her mind down. Many times, the woman's mind, if you're not careful, her behind may be there, but her mind is not in the bedroom. Let me say that again. Many times her body is in the bedroom, but her mind is not in the bedroom. I don't care how think you got it going on and I'm running with this, I'm doing that. If her mind is not there, all you're doing is wasting your time. You may get fulfilled in that particular area, but the depths of what you can experience with her and what you can experience with him is not going to be there. And let me get this. Let me say the other side. Let me say this to the women. Women, you got to make sure that you get the man's mind in there. Because sometimes men are so thinking about, I got to make this business deal. I got to pay this off. I got this going on. Got to cut the grass. I got to do this. I got to do that. You got to, women, you got to learn the art of slowing down and to bring his mind into the bedroom or into what you're doing. See, we don't want to talk about this. When you begin to bring his mind, a lot of men may not bring it. Or you think men just want, I just want the sex. Okay, I'm good. No, if you can get him to slow down and bring his mind where he's thinking, he's focusing on you. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you, ladies, if you can talk to the man while you are in the midst of intimacy, it will do wonders to what happens in the bedroom. Let me say this way. No one wants a silent lover. I know the Isley brother says choosy lover, but no one wants a silent lover. Just, you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. We're afraid to express ourselves because we don't want to be laughed at, or we don't want to feel like, I feel weak, or whatever the case may be. But no one wants a silent lover. This is the time that you express your deepest emotions in the time of being intimate with your lover or with hopefully your wife or whoever you're with. Why am I saying this? You can only do this when you begin to learn the art of slowing down. This is not the time, brother, to get mute. This is not this time, sister, to go mute. Who wants to deal with a mute lover in the bedroom? Let me say that again. Who wants to deal with a mute? You just go on mute. You ain't said nothing. Y'all didn't say nothing. You're a mute lover. You do not want to deal with a mutant love. You want to know, you want them to express themselves. This feels good. I enjoy you. And vice versa. But this happens when you begin to slow it down. If this is making sense to you, let me know in the chat room, because I might be talking to myself with this one. If this is making sense to you about what I'm saying about the art of slowing down, let me know in the chat room. Because I think it's so important in this fast food, everything moving, got to go 100 miles an hour, got to go this way, got to go that way. We lost the art of slowing down. And it doesn't even have to be just in the bedroom. I want people to just get just beyond just the bedroom. Thank you. I appreciate that, Gina. It can be just the being in someone's company and you begin to slow down. When you begin to slow it down, it may mean you need to cut your phone off, turn off of social media, turn the TV off, no Netflix, but actually slow down and bring yourself into the present. Many of us, if I was to go a little esoteric, many of us are out of our bodies and we need to bring ourselves back into our bodies. What am I saying? That because you have not slowed down, you have not brought all of your bodies or all of your minds, all of your who you are into center focus of where you are at. So when you're in the act of intimacy, your mind is all the way in California and your body's right here in Nashville. That's why you have to slow down and begin to bring yourself back to center. And one way you can bring yourself back to center is by the art of touch, or they begin to touch you and you begin to touch them. And it doesn't have to be, and you're on a treadmill, you got to get down. You got to get there. I got to hurry up and go there. I got to hurry up and when you begin to slow down, slowing down equals focusing, being present, enjoying the moment uninterrupted. Correct. I think that's where we miss it, in the bedroom, outside the bedroom, all around. We have not taken the time. I like, even today when I was enjoying my meal, I slowed down and enjoyed the stuffed peppers. It was delicious, and the marinara sauce and the drink that was there. I slowed down and didn't wasn't not wanting in a rush to try to eat it. I was taking in all the atmosphere that was around me. Why? Because I knew that it was deeper than just the food. It was deeper than the people that was there. It was about embracing the fullness of what was there. This needs to happen inside a relationship. This needs to happen with whoever you're with. I appreciate that. How more appreciate that Cash App. Appreciate that. Cash App at the super chat. Appreciate that. So you need to slow down. What happens when you slow down? You begin to process more information inside of you. You begin to notice things that you wouldn't have seen before if you were in a rush. So the art of slowing down, even in the bedroom, even when you are with the one that you love, you want to be with, this is the one. So I can have a whole show talking about the division between men and women and how the bus driver and what Ebony Williams said. Forget all that. You can have that. That's another story for another day. That's another pony for another show. But what I'm talking about today is the art of slowing down and embracing the person that you're with and them embracing you when you slow down and actually take in. I'm going to tell you another part of this. When you slow down, it heightens, if you pay attention, your sense of smell. And one of the things that women do, they take in a woman walks into your house, the first thing she's gonna look at how clean it is, but she's gonna take in the smell. So when you slow down, you can take in the pheromones of the person that you're with, their natural scent, and to begin to go to you on a deeper level. But we're too in a rush to try to get to the point that we miss the point. That's when you begin to slow it down and actually breathe together. When you begin to breathe and you inhale, they exhale. And then you begin to embrace each other and hold each other. We miss levels of intimacy because we're in a rush. We're trying to get to the 40-yard line. We're trying to get to the 10 and try to get the goal. We miss it all because we don't even know how to slow down and embrace the person that we with. We're not even reading the context clues that they are not saying verbally, that they may just need to be held, brothers, sisters. He may just need to lay his head on your lap or on your chest, sisters, because we're so in a rush to get what we want that we don't think about what the other person may need and how we can slow down and really embrace that. See, I can talk game. I can talk all that other stuff. That sounds good. And oh my God. No. When you begin to slow down, sometimes, ladies, if you had hair, you run your hands through his hair. If he's bald headed, on his bald head or on his chest. The same thing with men. If you begin to slow down, just run your, you can do it. Run your hands through her hair, the back of her neck right here, and begin to just slow down and embrace her. Let me say that again. And you begin to embrace her. It doesn't happen when you're in a rush. See, we have so tried to make this a sprint when, as Nipsey Hussle would say, it is a marathon. So sometimes if you can just embrace her, caress her, hold her, It will break down barriers inside of her that you don't even know. The same thing for women. The same thing when sometimes you need to just embrace and hold your man. I know this is a contrary to the man of spirit and red pill, yellow pill, or green pill. No. Some men he need to be held. You don't know the wars that he fought that day. Because we're so in the rush to get our needs, man, we don't understand the needs that he may have. Sisters, slow down. When you slow down, you begin, I say your smell begins to heighten, but your ears, you begin to listen more. Not only are you listening with your ears, you're listening with your eyes. You're listening with your touch when you begin to slow down. The bedroom is not a sprint. It is a marathon. That's why it can be lovemaking, not 5 minutes, but lovemaking for the whole night. I really wanted to do a show on aftercare, but maybe I'll do that next week about aftercare. But I need to get you to slow down first. Some of y'all like the Flintstones. You got your feet going and try to get in the car and go. What's going on, Shalonda? You're so in a rush. And what happens is when you slow down, you actually build anticipation inside of your body and with them. Let me be very little transparent. When I slow down and take my time, it builds the anticipation inside of her to the point that she reaches the point. Y'all not ready for this. No. And this should be talked about. I really want to talk behind the scenes about this. But when you begin to slow down, it took me a long time to realize the importance of slowing down because I was just so happy just to be, hey, I'm happy, I'm here. But when I begin to slow down, and it started with just the kiss, and I begin to slow down with the kiss. When I begin to slow down, even, oh my God, I'm trying to think, should I share this one? Even slowing down enough to realize that that person, oh boy, what time is 33? Okay, I got a little time. You slow down enough that you allow them to take a shower and you bathe them. Y'all ain't ready for that. Oh, sorry, you gotta be married for that one. Can you be married for this one? Let me say that again. You slow down enough that you lather them up and you bathe them. I remember, I'm not gonna say when. So when I was dating many moons ago, I would go get ready to take a shower, and I hear the door crack. I'm like, who is this coming in the door? This is my private time of washing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm washing up, washing hair, washing there, washing everywhere, getting the bed, make sure it's not. And I was washing up, and she had some particular soap ready for me. And she took the washcloth and began to wash me. What do you think was going to happen after that? This to throw in some Bible for those who don't get it. It's a divine principle. Give, and it shall be given unto you good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. For me to still remember that she took the time. She did not get in the shower. She took the time, moved the curtain, and washed me down. I didn't know what to do. I don't know. I feel like a little kid. I feel like a grown man. I feel like a king. I felt like what in the rabbit tail? What? This is those things happen when you begin to slow down. It don't happen when you're in a rush. And I would mainly say that would be good for those who are married. Take that time to do that. But this young lady did that. Took the time. And then when I got out, she got a towel for me and put lotion and stuff on me. I was like, oh my God. What is going on here? But what happened is immediately I thought I have to return the favor. So I made sure when she was in the shower, I did the same thing for her. But this time I took it a step further. I got her towel. I'm giving away too much for this one. Y'all in the chat room, y'all here? Let me know in your chat room you want me to tell you what I did next. Appreciate the wisdom. Thank you. Deep, meaningful conversation. Appreciate the wisdom. If you want to know what I did next, let me know in the chat room. Let me know in the chat room because y'all may not be ready for the y'all may want the y'all may want the kiddie version. Y'all might want this, red pill, blue pill, and bus drivers and fighting and fussing. I'm trying to tell you how to. I'm trying to get you to have a healthy relationship with yourself and with others, and then whoever you with. We need one more person. Let me know. Yeah. You said yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Exact the line. Okay. So what I did. So what I did was I see now she was in the shower. So I pretty much pay attention what I'm saying right now. Give us the grown. Give us the grown verse. Taking notes. Okay. Okay. So what I did was pay attention when I'm about to. I knew pretty much gauge how long it took her to take a shower. When she went in, get her hair down, and all that stuff. So what I did was I got in there. She said, "What you doing here?" I said, "I'm gonna wash you up real quick, but I'm gonna grab this towel." So I grabbed her body towel and I put it in the dryer. So when I put it in the dryer, I came back, washed her up, had it go on a cycle about 10 minutes or whatever, how many minutes, 5 minutes, so it get a nice little heat to it. So when she was done, she's like, "Hey, you see my towel?" I said, "What, your towel?" I came in there and I wrapped her in a warm towel. And then I got the water off of her. Then I led her to the bedroom. Y'all, just grown folks. Y'all want that little kitty Mickey Mouse, MICKEYMOUSE. Or you want the SpongeBob version? Y'all want the SpongeBob Square. Y'all want that version? No, I got the towel. When she got out, that towel was warm. She got it. She what? Almost fogged up her glasses. Why? Slowing down. Let me say that again. Slowing down. Looking and timing how long she took a shower, seeing where she was in there, had the towel ready. By the time I led her to the bedroom, I had her lotion out, which she used. And it wasn't, please understand. Please understand this. It wasn't to get to the point of having sex. And I need to tell that to somebody. It wasn't the point, I'm doing this, I can get some sex. Oh yeah, sex. No, it wasn't about that. It was about learning to slow down and learning to give and to receive. Don't you think she thought about that the next day at work or the river? Why? Because she thought, wait. This man then Timed me when I got the shot and had a towel ready for me to go, and the towel was heated, and then he put lotion on me. I'm trying to help somebody out here. I don't know who I'm helping out. I'm trying to. You said that, yes, sir. That's how you. That's how you do it. That's how you. That's how you handle business, sir. That's what grown men do. I don't know what these little boys are doing out here. I don't know what they've been watching too much Pornhub, or they watching too much what they hear on the internet. They learn from their little cousin, little starter kid. I'm here to tell you this is how you do it, or one of the ways to do it. When you begin to slow down and pay attention to the details, and to see the spring in her step after that was done. Baby, it wasn't even let me say that again. As much, you said you lying, LDA, it had to be about the sex. If it happened, it happened. If it didn't, it didn't. We slept good that night. Why? Learning to slow down. Slowing down. When you slow down, you're able to find and pay attention to the details. They always say the devil is in the details. So when you pay attention to the details, you become the devil in this situation. And the devil is not a bad thing in this situation. You become very good in it. The details. When I was at dinner today, at a birthday dinner tonight, the owner was paying attention to the details of everyone that came in. That's what makes him gets a 4.8 on his ratings of customer service in this city. Details. He slowed down to pay attention enough. I slowed down to realize that a hot towel is going to do wonders. So the art of slowing down actually feeds you on to have a warm towel 15 minutes ago. I have sent this replay to my boo when he showers up. I have to send this replay to my boo when he shows up. Yeah, send him to this. Send it to him. But this is the key. I'm glad you said that. When you get your, let me say it in the way that I know to say it. Because you have your boo, what you may need to do is do it for him first and watch and see if he reciprocates. Give, and it should be given unto you. Sometimes we're waiting for people to do to us what we should be doing for ourselves. I'm not talking about you in particular, but I'm talking in general. Sometimes we're waiting for people to show up and treat us to the dinner and to go into places and do all these things, but we need to do that for ourselves. That's why I make sure I went to a very top-notch Italian restaurant today. It was at a birthday party, but still it was top-notch. Why? Slow down. Be in the moment. I don't know. I can't tell no more. Y'all don't want me to tell no more stories. And it's interesting when you begin to slow down, you begin to take mental notes on what to do for that person to make them feel special. Shopping on Amazon for a towel warmer. Baby, you right there. You see, you already on it. You say you on Amazon now looking for a towel warmer. They ain't ready for that level of game. They want an any, mini, miny, mo. Any, mini, miny, mo. That's what they want. They don't want this top level, how to really maximize. Think about it. Think about what do they do in the hospital? Pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. Just because I slow down, pay attention. They have towel warmers for the, I'm giving some away for somebody. They have towel warmers for the patients. Did you hear what I just said to you? They have towel warmers for the patients. So when the patient is cold, I'm cold in here. It's not right. The towel. Well, we'll get you a heated towel. And the words of one of my favorite artists and his family, the DeBarge family. It says what? It's just the little things you do to show how much you care. Ooh, and I like it. It's when you slow down, you begin to pay attention to the little things. And that's where they begin to what? Like it. They begin to what? Like it. Slow down. What's the song? Slow down. You got to slow down. Take your time. What the SOS? Take your time. Do it right. We can do it, baby. Why? Because when you begin to slow down, you begin to, you begin in the words in the church, you begin to minister on a different level. You become unforgettable. Yep, providing heating blankets because the rooms are so cold. Yeah, we keep them cold on purpose. Yep. So you got to understand that in the art of slowing down, you understand that you're expressing to the individual that you care, that you matter to them. Let me say that again. When you slow down, even in the kiss, even in the embrace, even in the bedroom, for anybody's scared to say it, you're expressing to them that you really care about them. I don't know why all the SOS songs are coming. Do you still care for me? When you begin to slow down. And what happens is you begin to feed them. And then pay attention to what I'm about to say. You begin to feed them with food that their soul had not gotten before. What do I mean? Many times we are so enamored with the physical side of intimacy and sex, but we don't slow down to feed the soul and the spirit of who we are with. Let me say that again. We do not slow down enough to feed the soul, the emotions, spirit of the person that we are with. Or are you trying to force feed them and not feed their spirit and their soul, the emotions? It only happens when you begin to slow down and begin to pay attention. Because many times the soul and the emotions and your mind are craving things that could only be gotten through intimacy. And intimacy and the prerequisite of true intimacy is when you begin to slow down. If this is making sense to you, let me know in the chat room. Let me know you guys are alive and well. I'm on the mark. Let me know in the chat room. Or this is helping you. Let me know in the chat room. Let me know if this is helping you a lot. This is to free somebody up. This is to help someone in their relationship or their potential new relationship or their old relationship or whatever they're doing, their relationship with them, with themselves first. If this is helping you, let me know in the chat room. So I realize when I slowed down and paid attention to her and whoever her may be, something was happened. And I said it a little couple sentences back, but she began to feel special. She began to feel wanted and needed because I slowed down to pay attention to her. Let me say that again. Men, your currency with women is your attention. Let me say that again. Men, your currency with women is your attention. Slow down and realizing that your currency is what? Your attention with her. Let me get with deep, meaningful conversation. Early today, I did what you were talking about in some fashion, and she had more flow. Correct. Thank you. Your currency with her is your attention. It's almost like you become when you give her your attention, she knows that she feels special, she feels needed, blah blah blah. She feels this way. But when you slow down and you become laser sharp focus, it almost like you almost pierce her on a deep level. And many women have not been pierced on that level or have that level of attention where it's so super sharp, so super focused that it rocks her world. This happens when you begin to slow down. Let me say it again. Men, your currency with women is your ability to what? Give her your undivided attention. When you begin to slow down, when you begin to start with her hands, then her arms, then her shoulders, then her neck, then her back, then her lower back, then back up to her ears, then by her hairline. When you begin to slow down, it does something. It's like opening up a flower and it begins to open up in front of you. It begins to open up in front of you when you begin to slow down and begin to give it the right amount of attention. Certain plants thrive or die with the lack of sun. Let me say that again. Certain plants can die or thrive if they don't have the right amount of sun. It's the same thing with a woman. If she does not have the right amount of sun, attention from a man, masculine, let me get that correct, from the man, what happened is she can die on some levels and don't even know it. Could it be, now I got to go a little bit on the sidetrack on this little bunny trail right here, that a lot of women are the walking dead because they have not experienced the masculine attention that they really need from a man? Could it be that some men have forgot that they are the sun, S-U-N, and they are to be in their masculine frame of mind to give the right woman the right amount of attention so that she can flourish? And that you guys work now as the sun and the moon. I talked about that years ago. But you become the sun and she becomes the moon and you control the earth, her earth. Uh-oh. Y'all ain't ready for this. You become the sun, man. She becomes the moon. She reflects you and you control her earth, the waves, the cycles of when the waves move on the earth. When the sun hits in it, just too much. This may be too much. But you only find that out when you begin to slow down. The sun doesn't come out for 2 minutes and then go away. No. The sun takes its time and rotates around the earth, and the moon is following. When you begin to slow down and actually pay attention. Let me bring it back to the women. Women, equally so. Are you really paying attention to your man? Because I will tell you this, some other sister is paying attention to him. Well, he just dusty and crusty anyway. No, someone else is paying attention to him too. So when you begin to slow down, you begin to take mental notes on what you need to do to be the best version of yourself for them, and vice versa. When I can say personally, when I begin to slow down and became focused in the moment, the experience went on a whole nother level. Let me say that again. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about LDA, Lawrence D. Adams, however you know me. When I begin to slow down and begin to get into the moment, the experience took on another hue, another shade, another temperature because I was in the moment. I wasn't thinking about them, excuse me, per se, but we were thinking about each other. It was just actually when I begin to slow down and they begin to slow down, something happened. Let me say this: what's going to happen? What's going to happen? When I begin to slow down and they begin to slow down, something happened. Y'all ain't ready for this. Something happened. When I begin to slow down, they begin to slow down, something happened. I think I said it already, but I'm going to say it again. What happens is it begins to collapse time. And what you want to do is when you begin to slow down, you want to collapse time around you while you think you're only here for 15 minutes and you realize it's been 3 hours. Because you begin to collapse time around you. Time begins to collapse around you and you're in the moment. And I can say, I'm not, this is nothing I read, this is nothing I didn't seen. This is something that I know. This is something that I have experienced. Is when I begin to slow down, and this doesn't just mean in the bedroom, it can be anywhere, and begin to embrace the moment. What happened? Time began to collapse all around me, and I forget. Wait a minute, it's 5 o'clock. Wait a minute, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because I was in present. So, in conclusion, as we have 3 minutes left on this, if you have any questions on what we're talking about, this is the perfect time to ask. If you have any questions on what we're talking about, and I want to thank the sponsor of the show tonight. Where did it go? Humble Introvert. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you for being a sponsor of tonight's show. Get some more sponsors tonight. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. If you have any questions on what I'm talking about within context, don't be talking about when I took my shoe off and I had one sock on and my little brother ran off with the dog. We ain't talking about that. Within context, if you have any questions, this is the perfect time to ask questions on what we are talking about. Where can you learn? What do you need to do next to slow down? I'm going to tell you where you need to first slow down at. You need to slow down with yourself. It's a song we used to sing when I was in elementary school. It was called Wendy. And it would say, slow down, you move too fast. Try to make the moment last. Feeling groovy. Let me say that again. It was a song we used to see in elementary school. Everybody went to elementary school with me. You would know this song, Mr. Urick. He had this song, slow down, you move too fast. Try to make the moment last now. Feeling groovy. And many times we're not feeling groovy because we have not taken time to slow down. We're moving too fast. But if you have any questions on what we're talking about, you say, well, what do I need to do to slow down? Give me a step. Give me a this. This is the time to ask me. If you have any questions about what we are talking about now, don't ask me about Ebony Williams. Don't ask me about the bus driver. Don't ask me about Yvonne Van Zant. Don't ask me about Busta Rhymes. Don't ask me about Usher. Don't ask me about Chris Brown. Ask me about what's going on here. This is the perfect time. What I need to do is I need to get people to call in, and you can ask me a question, and I can say some things. I can tell you some things. But if you are on Facebook and you watching, you can actually call on the back end, and it will actually come onto the onto here. You're on Facebook and you're watching. You actually can call in. You got something, you got a comment. This is the perfect time to ask. You got a comment. Hey, I think you're wrong with what you're saying. Okay, well, let's talk about it. If you have any questions, this is the perfect time to ask questions on the art of slowing down. If you have a comment, this is the perfect time to have a comment. If you're on Facebook, you can call, you can go to your DMs, you can hit the phone button and you can call in. I can hear you clearly. You'll be live on this broadcast. But if you have any questions, the perfect time to ask any questions about slowing down. I may have missed something, but of course, I could go way further if it was behind the scenes about slowing down. I heard something today, about slowing down in the bedroom. So if you have any questions, y'all quiet tonight. If you have any questions on about slowing, the art of slowing down, you be slowing down in the bedroom, slowing outside the bedroom, slowing down the relationship. That's why it's so important that couples get out and go on vacations and slow down and get back to themselves, get back to the relationship, get back to why they're together. Slowing down, slowing down and touch. I'm telling you. Oh, yes, let me say this. I am working on the book, The Art of Touch. I'm working on the book, The Art of Touch. So you want to definitely get that book, The Art of Touch. Okay, here's a question. How do you slow down, particularly when your mind is not at ease or stress? Okay, good question. Good question. Let me answer this question. How do you slow down, particularly when your mind is not at ease or you're stressed? One of the things that you can do is, and it sounds like a simple thing to do, when your mind is not at ease and you're stressed, you could do is count backwards 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Why am I saying that? What you're doing is you're getting your mind to focus, but you need to tell yourself, I need to slow down. So you don't know how powerful your words are when you can command yourself to say, slow down. Many times I have to do that, like, slow down, Lawrence, slow down, relax. Now, when in case of stress, I have to take a break and I have to say, I'll go and I do a meditation. If I know my mind is racing and things are going on and I'm stressed about something, I say, oh, wait. Let me focus. Let me go to meditation and let me relax. So I begin to tell my body to relax. I begin to say from the top of my head, I relax my mind. I relax my mind. I relax my head. I relax my ears. I relax my nose. I relax my shoulders. I relax my chest. I relax my arms. I go a little bit slower, but I'm just going through. I relax my whole body. And then you begin to tell your body to relax so that you can stop focusing on the stress. So you begin to say, let me slow down. Let me slow down and relieve myself. Right. Aromatherapy is a good way to do it. A bath or a shower helps. Very true. And that's very true. You got to find out what's going to serve you to get you to slow down, get your mind at ease. Many times the reason why our minds is at ease, because our minds, if I were to be very honest and tell the truth, our minds are out of control. We got to know how to bring our minds back into what center. That means sometimes you got to tell yourself, slow down, calm down, relax. You might have said it a couple of times, and you may need to breathe. Take a deep breath. Calm down, slow down, relax. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You may need to go. What I used to do when I was working on particular schoolwork, when I was in college, I would go and I go walk. I go walk outside. Many times I do that even now. Something stressed me out, something's going on, I go walk. I found what works for me, but breathing is is actually a very excellent way to get your mind at ease and the stress. Because what you're doing is when you breathe, you're focusing on your breath. In with your nose and out with your mouth. In with your nose and out with your mouth. When you begin to focus on your breath and you begin to slow down, your body naturally begin to relieve you of the stress. Next, if it's you cannot slow your mind down, you gotta go do some other things. Hold on. First things, realize there are some things that are beyond out of our control, beyond our control. Very good point. So control your controllables, and then begin your process of stress relief, exercise, massage, aromatherapy, or bath shower. Begin to center yourself. Thank you so much. Very good. Instrumental music, very good. Y'all see, we got the team here. So instrumental music, I do that too. If I know I'm stressed with everything like that, I'll get some music and play it. Let me get back what Gina said. You got to realize, control what you can control, and the things you cannot control, let it go. That's the art of slowing down. Sometimes you got to do a little song we used to sing when I was in church. I surrender it all. I let it go. I can't fix this. There's nothing I can do about it. When I was in Florida and I didn't have an ID or credit card, I said, let me just slow down, relax. It's going to be all right. Let me go get something to eat. Let me just chill. I just said, slow down. I surrender it all. I just let go. When you begin to surrender it all, it eases your mind. It takes the stress away. When you begin to cast your cares and you begin to let it go. Many times I had to tell, I just surrender it all. When my wallet finally came this week after being lost for almost a week, I just said, let me relax. Let me stop stressing. Let me go do a walk. I surrender it all. Some of y'all need to do that into the bedroom. I surrender it all. When you begin to surrender it all, I can feel it even changing inside of me now. I just surrender it all. You need to verbally say that. If you're around somebody, you can't say it, but you need to say it so you can hear it. I surrender it all. I give my hands up. Many times the reason why we stress and our mind is at ease, we're trying to play God, and we're trying to do things that we're not supposed to be doing. I'm just being completely honest. When you begin to just surrender all, this doesn't mean that you gave up. This means what? I just surrender all. I let it go out of my hands. I don't need to be the puppet master in every situation. I surrender it all. I let it go. What happens is you begin to be more relaxed, you begin to become more chilled, and you become in the moment. Very good question. Thank you, ladies, for your answers that you gave. Aromatherapy is very important. And the music. I'm a music person. So yeah, the music, oh yeah. I find a certain song and I'll play it. I'm like, let me get one more. You said prayer. That's a good one. And also too, dance. In the words of Elijah from Frozen, let it go, right? Dance. You might need to go dance. Just let it go. You got to be in the, dance, put your music on and dance around. I'm not sure you're a lady or a man, but, go dance or, put your, do what you got to do. Put some music on and jam so that you can relieve the stress. You can ease your mind. Or like the words of EPMD, you got to chill. You got to chill. Put your mind at ease. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of it. I know the song when I'm singing it. You got to chill. So you got to chill. Any more questions before we let go here tonight on the art of slowing down? Slow down. Oh, I just thought of something. It will be LDA X-rated after dark by slowing down. I'm trying to think of how I can say it without saying it. I'm trying to think of I don't know. Y'all let me know in the chat room. Can I say it? I don't know if I can say this, but I just slowing down. Something it was X-rated, but I got to make it PG-13 or something. But I don't know. So Gina said, say it, Lord Jesus. You want me to say this? You need to slow down. It is, we ain't scared. Say it. You ain't scared. You don't want me to say it, huh? You need to slow down when it comes to certain acts in the bedroom. Let me say that again. Some of you are Speedy Gonzalez, or some. I'll say it this way because I'm gonna say it. Some of y'all are too quick on the mic. You're too quick on the mic. Slow down on the mic. Trying to keep it PG-13. You're too quick on the mic. Slow down on the mic. No, you didn't get me to break it down. You're too quick on the mic. Some people step to the mic and they step to the mic. Where my microphone, man? I can't demonstrate my microphone. You're too quick on the mic. You got to slow down on the microphone. Take your time. Oh, you're a great. Thank you for taking the time to share your wisdom, knowledge. Appreciate that. So yeah, you're too quick on the slow down. I'm gonna say this. I'm talking to the women when I'm talking about going to the microphone. Let me say it that way. If you take your time on the microphone, that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna speak to the men. Some of y'all too quick, y'all. How can I say this? Man, I'm thinking of creative ways to say what I need to say. You just slow down on your side too, men. I'll say it this way: the little man in the boat, the little man in the boat don't want to be beat up. I'm gonna say it that way. We grown said. You want Gina want me to Gina trying to get me out here. Let me got me out here. You want me to say it? Y'all want me to say it? Let me do it. Let me say it this way. Some of you women are just too fast when it comes to oral sex. Take your time when it comes to oral sex with your man. Uh-oh. You take your time. Make love to it. Same thing with men. You too fast when it comes to the oral sex. You everywhere around it instead of where it should be at. Oh, I hear the reviews from women. He didn't know what he was doing. I hear, hey, man, that was the worst oral sex that. No. Take your time. Do it. What time is it? Oh, it's 12:12. Take your time. Slow it down. And let me say this. Take your time and learn the body parts. Learn what it do, where it is. That's because they probably don't know it on both ends. Correct. It is something when you take your time, the art of slowing down. Same, I'm talking about to the woman. When she takes her time and actually enjoys what she's doing. Equally so for the man. It takes his time and he enjoys what he's doing. Now, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not condoning anybody doing that. I'm just saying, take your learn that every one spot is not the same spot. Just because this was her spot that time don't mean it's her spot this time. Just because this was his spot doesn't mean it was his spot this time. Take your time. Gina want me to say it like I really want to say it. Take your time. Learn the body. Take time to learn your body so that you can teach what works for you. Correct. I'm telling you. Everybody's like, I done seen some people, they were in a rush. I thought, like, golly, slow down. Don't use your teeth. Get your teeth up. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm trying to be clean and keep it PG. You know what? Put your teeth up. You put too much teeth in there. Same the guys too. Screaming. Don't be screaming over there, Gina. You know, you hurting people. Put your teeth up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Put your teeth up. That's all I'm saying. And I heard women say that the man did the same too. He put his teeth down there. Don't put your teeth down there. Put your teeth up. I'm trying to help somebody out. I don't know who I'm helping out. I don't even know why I'm even talking about this, but no teeth. No teeth. Put your teeth up. Scratch marks and teeth marks and I wish. Oh, fellas, it's not chewing bubble gum. Exit stage left. No, it ain't no chewing bubble gum. No, you can't exit stage left. You on center stage now. It ain't chewing bubble gum. I will say I'm not gonna tell that. I'm not gonna tell that technique. But anyway, but it's not chewing bubble gum. Just put it that way. If you chewing bubble gum, you already messed up. She is not being pleasured. She's not being pleasured. I'm just saying, and ladies saying with you, if you he can't be rough with him either. Don't hurt him. Now don't hurt him. Put your teeth up and don't be chewing on bubble gum. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is where we talk about LDA After Dark. Y'all done got quiet in the chat room. Now this real conversation right here. But I'm just saying, I'm just talking tonight. But I want you to really get that. Slow down. Put your teeth up. Don't be chewing them like a bubble gum. All I would say is, yeah, I would have to good information is happening. Yeah, I'll say this. I'll say this. That's you do not want to do that. With this being said, this is Lauren. And anybody got any more questions? Let me know in the chat room. You got any more questions? Anything that you want to say? Any more comments? Let this music up because y'all done got me out here. Practice makes perfect. Let me say that. See, you're gonna make me gotta drop the music. Technique makes perfect. Let me say that again. Technique makes perfect. Some people are practicing and still didn't make it to the NBA. Let me say it again. Technique makes perfect. Practice. I'm not saying you practice, you practice, but technique makes perfect. When you have the right technique, because we out here now, y'all got me out here in the water. When you have the right technique, it makes it perfect. It makes all things new. It makes everything feels good when you have the right techniques. But the problem is, you have a lot of people. Let me drop this music. Y'all got me out here now. I'm gonna have to really go in now. Let me drop this music. I got to stand up for this. Let me drop this music. Let me say that. I'm gonna see what Gina said, but I'm gonna say this. It helps to have a good coach to teach, but you have to be in a safe place where you're made to show you the kind of vulnerability when you learn. So that's why I'm saying technique makes perfect. What happens is people been practicing and not making perfect, but they've been practicing. I can say I'm gonna say I'm good as just Michael Jordan, but but I don't have the technique as Michael Jordan. I'm not gonna get the same perfection as Michael Jordan. So when I have the right technique with practice, it changes the whole narrative. Oh, baby, it changed the whole narrative. When you have you're in the right person too, yeah. But when you have the right technique, let me emphasize that technique part, especially that's something I seen today. The right technique with the right practice makes perfect. Perfect means, yeah, yeah. See, what happens is we've been focusing. This no shot at you, Shalonda. We've been focusing on the practicing, but nobody's taught us the techniques or the art of slowing down, but the art of what we were talking about. When you learn the techniques with your practice, you will become perfect. I know of a situation, since y'all gonna make me go out here now. I know of a young lady now. She's many years ago. She was so she she was good at the technique, very good at the technique, that other women didn't want her around her man, around their man. Let me say that again. She was good at the technique. Y'all out here, I'm just waiting on the right person. Okay. One must be receptive and willing to learn the technique. Yes, let me say that again. So she was good at the technique. The other women didn't want her around their husbands or their men. So one day at a particular meeting, they pulled her to the side and said, "Listen, we heard about you. You got technique." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" She played real innocent. And she said, "Could you teach us the technique that you do that cause men to turn their heads?" It was the technique that she had that it even intimidated. She was gifted. It was the technique that she had that these other women wanted to learn because they wanted to satisfy their husbands. This is a conversation that we really need to be having when you slow down. The technique. And when she began to teach these women this particular technique, the results were that men were happier and they were happier too. But at this particular junction, a lot of the women feared her because they were thinking, if she ever get a hold of my husband, or husband ever looks at her, she has the potentiality to take him away from what? From him, from her. Because of the technique, along with the practice and the perfection that she had. And it was interesting when she was telling me the story. I was like, wow, it's like that? Oh, yeah. She said, oh, it's like that. Now, I'll be honest, she ain't did the technique on me. No, 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 no. She ain't did no technique on me. She had the technique down. She was masterful. Look at the words. She was gifted. Yeah. It was amazing because many of the women were intimidated by her. So one of them got bold enough to say, "Hey, I want to keep my marriage together. Explain to me what you do." Then she had another technique that she got in. So she already had this level of mastery, but she did something else. I can't say that. I cannot tell you what she did next. But I tell you one thing, her husband is very happy. He's happy as a lark. I can't tell you what the technique was, but when she did it, he slept like a baby. She teaching classes, yeah. But this next technique she did, he slept like a baby. When I mean a baby, baby. Let me take my glass so you can see my eyes. Like a baby. So technique, practice makes perfect. Hope y'all catch what I'm saying. When I'm picking up what I'm putting down. Now I'm trying to leave now. Don't y'all say no more else in this chat room. I'm trying to get out of this one. It got very sticky around here. And and I'm thankful that she honors her marriage and she honors her husband. And she took the time to learn these things. What she actually, you caught what you picking up what I'm putting down. Good. But yeah, if I were to tell you the next thing she did, you gotta be married for that one. You got to be married. What she do next? It almost scared me. Oh, whoa. Don't worry. We are definitely picking it up. Yeah, what she did next, I kid you not, he's in the bed. He was calling the cows home because of her technique. Where she had technique, but she had another technique on top of the technique on what we were talking about. Come and step into the mic. I'm just saying. And if this was behind the scenes, I would tell it. I would tell it all. But you got to be ready for that one. Can I say women have a problem giving the man special favor? Yeah, there is a lot of women who have a problem with oral sex with men because they were taught that it was dirty. They're taught that it was shouldn't do that, church and things like that. Yeah, a lot of women do have that problem, and then they always think that one particular race does it better and this and that. No. Not my friend. And a lot of times, a lot of that is a lot of shame and guilt around that. A lot of shame and guilt around it. So you get to realize why there are a lot of women. And then let me say this. Since you said that, I'm gonna leave that right there. Let me say this. Boy, you got me. I was supposed to quit about 30 minutes ago. But let me say this. A lot of women will say they have a lot of problems with having oral sex to a man. But let me clear it up right here. This is a conversation I had earlier today. Let me clear it up. They may tell you that they have a problem with that because they don't want to feel like they are a slut or a hoe, that they're they don't want to be judged by you if they did enjoy doing that or they like doing that. But then let me say this. And this was a conversation early today. No, was it last week or today? I think it was today. A lot of women who do enjoy to do that. I knew of a woman recently who said that she actually gets turned on by that. Her mouth actually waters, and I'm gonna leave it like that, baby. Y'all got me out here. I ain't gonna say too much more. Y'all got, ooh boy. But she got turned on by doing that, by having oral sex. So much so that she don't want anything else, that she just wanted the oral sex. And her mouth would begin to water. Salt should begin, but okay. That's it. Y'all ain't gonna get me no more. I'm not saying no more because I could say more about that. And she is not white. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Make it last forever and ever. Y'all got any more questions? Please don't ask no more questions on that. Ooh. Any more questions before we go? I'm at 1:30. Da 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 da. Yeah, we out here for real, for real. Yeah, we out here for real, for real. Yeah, but she a mouth with water. I'm red out of water over here. She was actually turned on by that. I remember years ago when I did my show on a different platform. I had a lady who reached out to me on I think MySpace or Black Planet who wanted to do an interview, and that was what she was doing. She was teaching women on how to effectively give oral sex to their husbands. So we out here for real, yeah. But if you suffer from trauma, it can hinder you showing up in the bedroom. Yes, it does. That's why you need to get therapy. You need to be healed. You need to deal with the shame. You need to deal with the guilt, the around sex and around pleasure and around pain and things like that. That's important that you get that dealt with. It can hinder their marriage and things like that. But yeah, yeah. This young lady, I remember she told me that. I was like, wow. Yeah, therapy is the key for that type of therapy, the type of trauma. Yeah, but yeah, the young lady, she told me that. Yeah. I was like, oh wow, interesting. I'm trying to give the guys, whoever listen to guys, a clue. Do not judge and don't be startled by what you hear. If a woman tells you these things, don't be startled and don't judge for what you hear. Hint, hint, brothers, if you're listening in the clouds. Don't be startled and don't judge by what you hear women will tell you. How do you instruct a young woman on giving oral when you are a man? How do you instruct a young woman? Okay, okay. How do you instruct a young woman on giving oral when you are a man? Great question. See, y'all done got me out here. Jesus Christ of Nazarene, help me, baby Jesus. How do you instruct a young woman on giving oral sex when you are a man? So, what you do is, let me say this. First thing you need to do, you have to know your body. Let me say that again. You have to know your body. Why do I say that? You cannot instruct someone else on what pleases you if you do not know what pleases you. So once you get that, you're clear on that, then you can slowly guide her and say, hey, hopefully that, this is marriage, wherever the case may be. You guide her and say, hey, let me show you what I like. Put your hand right here. Put your mouth right here. Do not squeeze or squeeze. No teeth, whatever the case. You begin to you make it where even though you know she may mess up, she may not do it right the first time, you guide her. Check what I'm saying. As for a man, you guide her, you lead her. You don't force her, you guide her and lead her, and you let her know, oh, that was good. Or you know what? That wasn't good right there. Women will be more receptive to you if you guide her. Thank you in the moment. See, guide her in the moment. Lead her. Hey, this is how you do it. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Right there. Okay, you might want to do this. One hand, two hand, whatever the case may be. Mama, no hands. Well, I don't know what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? But that's how you do. You instruct her. You don't sit down and write a. You got a chalkboard and you got a grease board. You do right here and you show that. No, 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 no. You make it too sterile. You want to make it in a moment where it's fun, it's enjoyable, and you want to be in the moment. And you don't want to make it, you don't want to be judgy with it. You just want to say, yeah, like right there. Yeah, yeah, do that. And help her. Don't be just sitting there with your hands up and no, you help her. Help her. Help her out. Guide her hands. That's all I'm going to say. I'm trying to get off this subject so quickly so to get off this subject. You guide her though. This is what I do to get you in the mood. That's intimacy. Yeah. You guide her. Help her out. And then you know, one thing I will say is learn your body, but you also learn some techniques that you can show her. You give her some techniques on you can show her. Contrary to what you hear in these streets, YouTube streets, Instagram streets, Facebook streets, and everything else, women want to be led. They want to be led. Look at that. Women are giving you clues right here. Intimacy is about show and teach. Teach me. See? They want to be led. They're tired of leading men and guiding them and babying them and all like. They want to be led. I wish men would get this. You would get more out of you would get more pudding if you learn how to lead. But let me stop after that. Y'all got me at 137. Just learn to lead. PhD. Got to learn how to lead her. Yeah, lead her. Because you know your body. You know what you like and what you don't like. You got to guide her and lead her. Show this is what you do. Yeah, right there. And then let me say this other part of it. Because I said guide her and lead her and technique and all this. Encourage her. Let me say that again. This is the last point because I'm almost giving everything away. Encourage her. Let me say that again. Encourage her. Let her know that's it right there. You will be amazed when you encourage her what she will do. Encourage her. You will be amazed at what she will do if you encourage her in that instructions and guidance. Because women, oh my God, want to be led, but they also like the ability to please. How do you handle a woman with a particular large bum? Are you concerned about the size of your members? Woo! My God, my God, my God. How do you handle a woman with a particular large bum if you're concerned about the size? And let me say this. You know, we gotta get some sponsors on this. Let me go get some water. I got an answer for you. Oh, I got an answer for you. Let me get some more water on this, but I got an answer for you. She has a large bum. I hope. Let me make sure I understand what the. Please define. Please make sure I understand what you mean bum. She has a big booty, or she has a big. What? What is big? What is large? I need to make sure I understand what you're talking about before I say give my answer. How do you handle a woman? What's large? What's the bum? Now make sure I understand what that is before I give my answer. Because I'm thinking it might mean her rear end, or it could be something else. Make sure please give me a little bit more clarity, and I'll give you an answer. You talking about you grabbing popcorn, Lord Jesus. How do you handle a woman with a particular large? What is you're concerned about? Because I got a two-part answers to this. If you can give me that, please, deep, meaningful conversation. You can give me that particular, what you mean by bum, and then I can give you a answer. But let me give you the one side of it first. You should not be concerned with the size of your member. When you are concerned with the size of your member, she will pick up on that and she will respond to you. If you're concerned about, oh, it might be too small, maybe too big, whatever the case may be, she's going to respond to that because she is activated by your confidence. She's activated by what? Your confidence. And then I will save this and um okay, big booty. Okay. Yeah. So big booty. Okay. So definitely so apparently you do it in a particular way. So you what you have to realize is this. When you're concerned about your size, she becomes concerned. Now, don't get me wrong, size for women, I know they debate about size matter, but I'm here to tell you only 2 inches in is her G spot. Let me take a break on that. Okay, if you can hear me, I'm back. You can hear me loud and clear. Let me know you're back. You guys, thanks for holding on. So pretty much what I'm going to say is, first of all, you got to have self-confidence in who you are and what you're going to do. And if you're concerned about that and you worry about the size of your members, she's going to pick up on that. She's going to pick up your confidence and your lack of confidence because you don't believe in yourself. Women like the man who is confident when it comes down into the bedroom. Let me say that again. She likes the man who is confident in the bedroom. He knows what he can do. He knows what he's have. Whatever it is, he knows that he knows what he's doing. The problem is a lot of men are self-conscious about what they have or what they don't have or whatever the case may be, because there's men who may have a big member who are self-conscious about it because they don't want to hurt the young lady. Well, there's some guys who don't have nothing. He ain't doing nothing but in the air. But you got to understand that the woman's G spot is only 2 inches in. 2 inches in. So that's something to think about. That's why it's so important you learn the anatomy, your anatomy, and the anatomy of a woman. So your goal is not just for you to get off, but for you and for you and her to actually enjoy them and time together. So is only 2 inches in, and then I can't teach the other side of that, something else too, because there's another place called the A spot. It's called the what? A spot. And that's another place. That's going a little bit further. That would go into techniques and things like that. But the G spot is only 2 inches in the woman's upper pelvis. So if you're doing the right techniques, you're going to enjoy it. And if you're thinking about how she got a big booty and things like that, you're missing out. So you got to understand it's your confidence in yourself that your confidence needs to be exuding in the bedroom. That's what women pick up on. So I'm not going to go too further in there since people are grabbing popcorn and saying bingo like we at the bingo thing, but I hope that really helps you right there. So, and then two, you got to change your mindset. You're not handling her. She got to make sure she can handle you. Let me say that again. You're not handling her. She got to make sure she's handling you. I hope y'all kept picking up what I'm putting down. I'm trying to say something. When you come with that boss energy, that kind of, you come with that, it changes the whole narrative. That's why it's so important to learn your body and to learn the woman's body and to learn techniques and things like that. Certain techniques that you can do, if it's only 2 inches in, come on. But it comes down to your technique. But I'm not going to go here with that. Y'all ain't got me out here right now. Almost 2 hours with this. See, after dark, baby. After dark, come there. It is after dark, all right. Yeah, y'all ain't quiet now. Gina Party did go get some popcorn. But I want you to really get this when it comes to that. When we're talking like that. And I understand a lot of men are fascinated with a lady with the big old booty and all like that. After this tidbit of information, I had a sip of water. But I did, and I'm still here. I'm gunning for the big booty ladies. You need to gun for the women that turns you on. It was a song back in the I think it was Sherelle. She made this song, and then this guy named Robert redid it or did it over. I didn't mean to turn you on. You need to go for the women who turn you on, who actually get your fire going, who turn you on, who likes your fire, who when she walk past, it stands up. Since we here now, we here now. You got LDA After Dark, we here now. When she walk past, you stand up. Like the ludicrous song, stand up, stand up. It stands up. It salutes. Oh, this LDA After Dark for sure. Now y'all didn't got the After Dark. Y'all didn't open up the. But I'm here to tell you this the truth, dog. You need to get the one who, and the same thing, the woman, get the man to turn you on. I'm not saying you know what I'm saying, but yeah, man, you like, I'm getting the one with the big booties, yeah, and you find out what it ain't what you thought. It might have been good for the meantime, but it wasn't good for the long time. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I done been in that pool before. I choose the ones who turns me on, that aesthetically, that when I see them, I'm ready. I'm
You can't make this up.
I'm like that. You want someone attention, yeah, standing attention, right? You want someone that is constantly involved in your thoughts, right? Invading your thoughts. So yeah, you want that. You want that person that that does that to you. And it's interesting because it goes even further than even that. It goes even to an energetic level. There's certain women that's their energy that I like. I'm staying away from you. I'm staying away from you. You stay away from me. I'm staying away from you. They're like magnets to me. I'm not saying that to be enamored by the aesthetics of a woman, because every man is. I am. And women are enamored by it and turned on by the aesthetics of a man. Don't get me wrong about that. But on the energy level, baby, there's some people don't no. I'm doing like this. Stay away from me. Because it's like because the energy between us. I remember many years ago, I seen this young lady. She was we had talked wherever the case may be, and I seen her after we had finished talking months later, and still that energy that was between us was still there. I said, oh, I'm leaving. I ain't dealing with no. And what did Bill DeVoe say? Don't trust the big butt and a smile. That girl is poison. Now, with that being said, this is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spiritual well, I'm not gonna say it's this is where we talk about LDA After Dark. We went out there tonight. We was out there tonight. I thank you so much for those questions, because it's not just helping you, it's helping other people too. I appreciate the questions, and I make sure I keep it clean and keep it clean and keep it classy. So we went out there today. We was out there. We was in the deep. Yeah, you see, we was in the deep today, Shalonda. Huh? Yeah, we was in the deep today. But it was good because many times we don't have these conversations, and we just been so taboo. And you know the background we come from us with church. Many times we don't talk about this. And I'm not saying I know all things, but I know some things, maybe a lot of things. And just even understanding that even understand that a woman, that's why it's so important for a man to understand the woman's anatomy. So you understand what you're working with. And then learning techniques, because there's certain techniques you can do where you hit that G spot every time. With that being said, this is Lawrence D. Adams speaking, and let me get out of here. because I'm gonna say some things I can't say. Where I'm at? Where I'm at? Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Talking about technique. Good show. I appreciate that. We out of here. Good night.
Tell me what you want, babe. Look at what you got, man. Tell me what you want, babe. Look at what you got, man. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. 'Cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your fantasy. I got you. Tell me what you want, babe, then come get it. Tell me what you want, babe. Go get it, man. Don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it, man. Don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it, man. Don't forget